I'm Coach Jeff King with the North Delta Dealers of the Cotton States Baseball League. I've been with this club for this is my 11th summer. I've truly enjoyed it, and I'm glad I chose to do this. I'm a well-traveled high school coach and teacher. I've coached at several different schools. I started doing that in 1995 and finished that in 2018. So I had 23 years of teaching and coaching at various schools. Was lucky enough, blessed enough to win 2 state championships in baseball at 2 different schools. And then I finished my career back home in Nettleton, and we won a state championship in 2006. I like to talk about recruiting. That's my favorite part of the whole league. I like to go out and get my own players and not have to go through a draft and get players you've never heard of. So I research guys that I want to have on my team, and I've been pretty successful doing that. Going out and getting my own players that I've either seen play or have researched. At the draft, it's a little bit more difficult knowing how good the player is and that sort of thing. So the recruiting aspect of it for me is very important, and you can ask the other coaches. I get some pretty good players. As far as, you know, foes and all four other coaches mentioned me because I've been quite successful, and we're real good friends, and they just like to beat me for some reason. I always see the other team's best pitchers. You know, I can tell they really go after trying to beat me because me and Greg is tied for the most championships, Coach Bates with the Tribe, and so we're the 2 that people gun for. Come on, TJ. Talent versus coaching. You know, in our league, it's mostly talent. You can win with less talent, but you got to be an awful good coach. So I just, you know, kind of rely on my talent. That's why I do a good job of trying to recruit and get the talent there where they can just play the game the way they know how to play. So, and I've been very successful at that. I got several that's playing minor league baseball now in some leagues, some independent leagues. So I've been very successful with getting those guys. Well, we're 4 weeks in, as far as this season. We're 4 weeks in with 4 to go. And we're 7-3, and I've been highly pleased. We're kind of on the inconsistent side. One game we'll come out and play really, really well, and the next game we don't. But that's what you have when you have 12 different players from 8 different schools. I mean, sometimes it takes them a little while to get to learn each other and where they're going to be on the field at a certain time. So, but I've been very pleased at 7-3, and I thought we were going to be a little low on pitching, but I was wrong. It turned out we've pitched it very well. We've played pretty good defense, and here as lately, the last 2 weekends, we've hit the ball really well. So I've been surprised in a way, pleasantly surprised. But I feel real good about my team. These guys has really meshed and played well. I've got 4 from one school, and I've never done that before, but these guys, this has really been a plus because they have really kind of run the show a little bit. They're older, they're 3 of them seniors and 1's a junior. So they know what college baseball is all about, and they've done a good job teaching the other guys. So I'm glad I took all 4 of those guys from the W in Columbus.
You got that, TJ? Good job. Good job, TJ. Good play.
Our challenges for this upcoming season is the weather's been a little hotter in my opinion. We've had, you know, about the equal amount of rain, but far as my team, we'll have a really good inning and then a really bad inning. Some of these guys kind of wander off in la-la land sometimes and misplay a ball and things. We just got to correct some bad innings. We got to quit having bad innings defensively, and we walk too many from time to time. So this pitching and defense we got to be a little more consistent. Well, we've hit the ball just about every game, but we've got to get better on the pitching and the defense and paying attention, some things like that. But getting everyone there is a challenge. I've had two two of my better players leave for another league, so that knocks us down from 13 to 11. They were my number 3 and 4 hitters. So one of them hit a couple home runs, the other one had a lot of RBIs, so we're going to have to really, some guys are going to have to really pick up the pace. But that's going to be the biggest challenge, is replacing those two guys and getting some consistent hitting and defense from the other guys around. Our schedule now requires double headers that we have not had in the past. We had them a few last summer, but this summer a couple coaches wanted to get rid of Friday night games. So we did, but we've added double headers. Some teams have double headers on Saturday, some have them on Sunday. I have them on Sunday. And to me, it just kind of waters down, because at the end of the second game, they're so tired. I mean, with this heat, it's kind of difficult. So I wanted 3 different days of 3 games, but kind of got outvoted. So we have to do what we got to do. And we have 1 game one day and then 2 the next. And it's, to me, I personally don't like it, but if the league wants to do it, I'm all for it, because I'm a team player and try to do what I'm asked to do.
It's a new day at MaxSouth. We are excited to share some great news. In our continued effort to support Mississippi businesses, MaxSouth is now offering local advertising support. Through high-quality programming, we combine traditional television and premium digital advertising, allowing your multimedia campaign to reach your targeted audience at any time on any device. Call MaxSouth Media Sales today at 662-701-8628.
So it was up. I don't know. It was in the air a long time.
Last summer, we did not have a typical dealer's summer. We finished 500, which I think was 10 and 10. And that's not what we're used to doing. I had a lot of trouble getting guys there last summer, and that was the root of our problem. This summer, when I recruited these guys, I wanted to make sure they were going to be there the majority of the time. That was kind of like a prerequisite before I would actually offer them a place on the team, because I wanted to make sure they were going to be there, and this worked well. We've had a couple miss a game or 2, but we've had the nucleus of our team at every game. And when you do that, you're going to do well, obviously. When you have to pick up players off another team, or some younger guys, which some teams have to do, you're not going to be as successful. So from last year, this year's been a great, great improvement, and I've been very pleased. As far as my team, we're quite a bit better, and it's been a little more fun. These guys are a little bit more fun, and that's our motto, is to have fun. And if you have fun, most of the time you're going to win. And vice versa. When you win, you have fun. That's what I like to preach to my guys. I mean, when you're out there in 100-degree heat, you need to be able to laugh and cut up and have fun. It kind of gets your mind off the heat and things like that. So that's my motto. I like to have fun and let them have fun. And sometimes I have to draw the line, and say, guys, we need to focus a little more right now. So, but things like that. But that's my motto. I love for them, the guys, to be having fun and winning at the same time. Rivals, my rivals in the Cotton States, this sounds like a cop-out, but all 4 of the other coaches are rivals. We're really good friends. And, me and Greg Bates, coach of the Tippah County Tribe, go way back. And if I had to name one, it would probably be the Tribe. We battled for many championships. I'll beat him one year in the championship game. He'll beat me the next, that sort of thing. So, but we're really close friends. We talk weekly. I would say the Tribe, but the Tupelo Thunder with Buddy Hall, we coached against each other in the public schools years ago. So we have a relationship too, and Andy Dillard is a good friend of mine, and I like to beat them all, but they're really good friends. And once the games are over, we hang out and talk and about our philosophies. And Jeffrey Cooks with the General, same way. We just good friends off the field, but on the field we want to beat each other, just like our competitive juices flow, and we want to beat each other. So all four of those guys, I want to beat. But then again, I would do anything for them, and I know they would do anything for me. And let me say, Frank Dodds and Sam Creekmore are part of our group as well. They're the commissioners, and they are in our group. Those two hang out with us as well. So it's not just the coaches. It's those two guys as well that we're all close to, and they come to the cookout and they go out and eat with us, and we talk about what we can do to make the league better every year. So it's very unique to be that close to other coaches, and the Cotton States allows us to do that. I like the wooden bats. Don't have as many home runs. It may not be quite as exciting. The pitchers love it, because they can throw it down the middle of the plate and not worry about them hitting it out every pitch. Where in regular college ball, you got to stay out of the middle of the plate. So they can be a little more selective, and just throw it across the plate. So, but we've had some big-time home run hitters in the league with wood, and I've got one this summer that's already hit 3. But I like the wood myself, and the majority of the players do, and that's very kind of surprising. What makes a good college baseball player to me is the attitude and the work ethic. You got a great athlete that don't want to work hard and got a lousy attitude. You got this kid over here that's got decent skills and talent with a great attitude. They're gonna pass them by in minor leagues, major leagues, wherever, college. They're gonna pass them by. And what makes a good Cotton States baseball player, in my opinion, is the same thing. I think you got to come out there and want to get better and work hard, hustle on and off the field. Show any coach, but show your summer coach that you want to work hard and be there, because the Cotton States coaches communicate with our college coaches quite a bit, and I know I do. So they want to impress us just like they want to impress their college coach. So attitude and work ethic, to me, for a Cotton States player, and just in general a college baseball player, is the major attributes. I had a bad injury during a Cotton States game in 2019 where two kids run into each other catching a fly ball. They were both transported to hospitals, one in New Albany and one in Tupelo. So I went and checked on the kid in New Albany. He just had a bad cut that required stitches across the forehead. But the other kid, he was a kid that stayed for 5 years. His name was Ian Biblioni, played at the University of Memphis. He's in the minor leagues now and doing real well, but he broke his jaws, knocked all his teeth out, went to the Tupelo Hospital, stayed there with till his parents got there, and then I checked on him every other day or so. So they see that. They know that we care about them. And even Coach Bates went to check on one of my players and things like that. The opposing coaches, we all care about every kid there, not just our kids on our team. and that's very unusual. But we play at the same fields. We're all close knit. Some of these guys on this team played with these guys on this team. It's just a close knit group of guys in the league, and that's why I think it's been so successful. It's a special place to coach. You know, I really want to say that I've enjoyed Cotton States. I don't know what my future holds. I want to keep coaching, but I've really enjoyed my time as a Cotton States summer baseball coach.